Well, good morning, Canterbury's Goodies fans, and welcome to the review shows for Greyville on Polytrack on Wednesday, and we're then going to do the Vaal, which was yesterday's race meeting. Got a couple of nice inserts for you, and thanks for all the comments and discussion on what was transpired with the Sands runner at Durbanville with for rewriting it. It was a very interesting discussion. There's been a lot of interesting takes on it. But let's move into a race one at Greyville. Apex Predator looked like the right horse and certainly arrived under a hard ride. Race two, Ishi Wishy Quishi won a very nice race and could have some ability. Sovereign Command, most disappointing in race two. Maybe needs worst cut of all. Race three was the Bombardier, as they call it, and Sacred Lily, ridden by Rachel Venica, got up to beat a horse I thought had absolutely no chance in Syrian Steel, and it just shows you these races sometimes are really difficult to call, and when you have those type of races which are maiden handicaps, well, then you see what happens. That's exactly where you get the complete mess of a race. And so it turned out to be disappointing Arjuna and most disappointing Silver Jubilee. Race four, Doctor's Orders beat English Primrose, both ex-Badenhorst runners. Wayne Badenhorst gave up training, and these two horses ran first and second here. Race five, Ladybug, really, really good run from Ladybug. Race six, well, this was my find of the day, and so it turned out to be Warrior of Royalty. I think this is quite a nice horse. I've been following, I've been watching him, and as I was a trainer, I was able to see exactly how he plotted it to being able to put this horse in this race and being able to back it from 10 to 1 to 5 to 1. So let's have a look from the 600-meter mark. Okay, well, they turned for home, and one too many has gone far too fast, and that's the only reason. It's in fact the only race that horses came from a bit off the pace to win. Warrior Royalty goes up the inside, and he looks like he's still under pressure here, but he's going to get to them any moment now. He's still under the hands right from Wuzzy Yenny, and he's getting there quite well. Bosch's horse takes over on the outside, but here Warrior of Royalty goes on to win what turns out to be a really nice race. Right, race seven brought out the best in Wonderful. It won by 5 lengths, which was absolutely amazing. I'll be interested to see what the handicapper gives it as a penalty. And then race 8, the most wonderful race, because a tremendous finish between Rachel Venica and Schlengwa. It was heads up and heads down. Unfortunately, we went for Wave Warrior. Let's watch him from the last 400 meters. Well, as they turn for home there, in the spotted sleeves, the white sleeves with the spots on them, is Wave Warrior, and he goes for home. Looks like he's going to win it here. But coming up on his outside with the white sleeves and cap is Fine Admiral for the Pulley Yard. Really, really good run, resolute at the death, and he gets up to win what was a really close decision. I thought fantastic finish. Right, well, let's move on to the Vaal, and the Vaal race meeting yesterday was another very interesting race day, and we start with race one. Now, the interesting here is Palace Dancer was backed in and kept being backed and ended up winning a very good race. There was nothing else much to talk about race one, but race two, they backed 2 horses, Bus Stop and Hounslow, and there was a little money for his lordship. Blizzard Slow drifted, and it ran like it drifted, but it didn't get beat far. His lordship ended up winning the race, and Buslop and Hounslow ran a second. Ran a very poor race and probably needs gelding now. So that's really waiting for us. We'll wait for him to be gelded. Race 3 saw Corbus Rue step out alone time, and I thought this was a very good win. He did everything right. The fancied horses, Bad Medicine, definitely needed the run. Mizzen Sword, well, as I said, Barkhan put on Zaki, backed it, nothing happened. Race 4, This is the race we're going to have a look at because this was extremely close. A really, really good race between Sneak Preview, who got up, or we thought that Sneak Preview had got up, and I Am Regal, Muzieni at his very best. This is where I thought the inside of the racetrack was really much better than the outside. So let's have a look at this last bit of this race, and then we'll chat about it. I Am Regal set sail for home in the white colours with Muzieni aboard. He's just under the hands right, and here on the outside you have Sneak Preview, Caden Brewer starting to put in a run, and they really look like this is hammer and tongs. I Am Regal in front, really close at the line. Okay, so let's have a look at the photo finish. Well, there was no photo finish, and this I think is really wrong. There should be a photo finish. If there's close finishes, put the photo finish up. It takes no effort. For Pete's sake, people that are running this business, put the photo finish up for the punters. Well, I'll put the finish up that I took off the television, and we'll have a look at it and see how really close it was. My feeling was Sneak Preview did win it. Race 5, Spirited Girl for Craig Mayhew. Now, brings me an interesting dilemma in this industry. There used to be a rule that if you were brothers or sisters or close relatives, you couldn't ride against someone who was training horses. Jockey couldn't ride against them. Well, Trent Mayhew took the ride on Hillary's Step, and Craig Mayhew ended up winning the race with Jared Penny on 33 to 1 shot. Well done to him. Really, really nice winner, and honestly, Craig Mayhew really can train a horse. He knows his way around the horse business. Race 7, well, Willow Wild was all the rage, but I like Risky Business. We'd go on and make it another winner, and so it did in fine style. These horses that start off very low in the merit rating because they've had many runs suddenly get on a run because they've started off a merit rating 55 or whatever. Handicap gives them 4, handicap gives them 4, gives them another 4 or 5. They win 3 in a row and they go win 4 in a row, and that's what happened here. Race 7, Black Egret was my top choice. I thought it would win. Open Highway won a really good race for Bronkhorst and Jenny. They got it up. Race 8, Billy Raters, one of the unsung heroes of this business. I had a long chat to him when I moved up to Joburg. This guy's had real hardship, and he deserves all the support he gets. And when his horse went down, and I compared it to the horse I thought was an absolute good thing, Purple Ninja Turtle, I thought was the absolute goods in the race. Prince of Kildare went down like a strider, and Purple Ninja Turtle didn't go down well at all. So, Canter Pass Goodie was Prince of Kildare, and that was the second one they won for us on the day. 2 Canter Pass Goodies arrived. Exotics are still hard to catch, but we're going to find one just now. From me, James Goodman, and the whole Canter Pass Goodies team, have a great day's racing or great weekend's racing, and I'll be back.